Hey HGTV, welcome to the Brick Victorian.
Got a lot to see, come on in.
My name's Alexa Edelin, we're in Norwich, New York, and this is the Brick Victorian. This house was built in 1880, but it did not look like it was from 1880. When we walked in, there was blue walls everywhere, blue carpet everywhere. The day we bought the house, I was ripping the carpet up because I was like, absolutely not, we need to get this to go, and I wanted to start projects right away. We wanted to bring back this house to its original beauty, and we wanted to really emphasize on what we knew she could have, what we knew she did, because I do talk to her as if she is a person, because she is our brick beauty. This is our floor design stain pattern, and this took about a couple weeks to do. It was a lot of moving parts to get this done, so I think we should have Rob come in here and he can talk about it a little bit. Rob? Hi.
Hi.
The wallpaper was already done, and I wanted to pull colors from the wallpaper onto the floor. So I wanted it all to be cohesive, and I wanted it to all look like it was originally here, could have been originally here from the 1880s. And I think we definitely nailed that with the color choices, and it just ties in with the whole house. So that was kind of the decision making with deciding on the colors.
We also researched it a bit too, and
Yes.
there's a lot of stained floors like this with similar patterns, and this was our take on it with keeping it to the time, but also being somewhat more modern.
It really came out beautiful, and I'm very proud of you. But the one thing we had to agree on was we had to do the border around to make it look like it was complete.
That's where she's a genius, because coming up with the border here was one of the main things that made it look so good.
And it matches the style of the house, and that's the goal, right? We want to make it look
kept
like it's to the time. In our living room, the one project that we did here was put in the fake fireplace mantle that we found on Facebook Marketplace for 150 bucks, which is a steal. What Rob did was he cut it down to size to fit this space. And a lot of people think that this is original to the house when they come in here. I'm like, no, we put it in ourselves.
Usually our collab starts with a bunch of messages in my inbox, and then we get together, usually meet right in this room here,
We figure out what material we need.
and we try and keep it within a budget.
Yeah.
We have 3 kids, I work full time, she runs a business. We're very limited on time, but it's our passion to do this.
My childhood introduced me into this whole world of thrifting because my mom was a single mom, and to save money, we would go to garage sales, we would go to the Goodwill, we would go to any places that, were secondhand. And at that point in my life, I was a little embarrassed about it. But now, being an adult and knowing that it really does save you a little bit of money, but knowing that you actually can find some gems and treasures, people throw away the craziest things. And I have found the most amazing items in thrifting. We found this couch. This was at a church sale for $75. Let's go show you the library. Let's go. So this space is something that we came up with. We wanted it to be super cozy, super calm. That's why we have our wood burning stove here. That was the focal point of the room. And we wanted it to be based off of that. We think fire, we think coffee, we think tea, we think just having conversation. That's why there's no TV in this room, because we want it to be people to converse and to talk. What we're seeing here is our gorgeous built-in library. That's what I wanted in this space, to go with our aesthetic of calm, cool, collective, cozy, that warm feeling. And I think we pretty much nailed it with this. And we have 10-foot ceilings. So I definitely wanted it to be super grand and to go up with the ceilings. And I think, like I said, we nailed that. And we did it on a budget too. This was a couple months that it took us to do this project that Rob built. He did this pretty much all by himself because, like I said, we have 3 kids. It's hard for me to get in there with the power tools. But fun fact though is that a lot of people ask how we did our bench. We did it with pool noodles, and that was something that a lot of our followers, they love to see us do DIYs, and I saw someone do that and I was like, that is genius. The pool noodles are very comfortable, but with the fabric, we decided on pulling a color out of the wallpaper, and we decided I want it to be velvet, I want it to have some texture, and I think we definitely nailed that. And that was the library, so let's go to the next room. And we're in our grand dining room, our formal dining room. And this is where we have a lot of our family parties, kids' birthday parties, holiday parties, dinners. So this is a very lived in room. And we wanted to create that really cozy vibe, like I said. One thing that I do want to point out about this room is that we love to find things on a budget and thrift. We found our chandelier on Facebook Marketplace. But the focal point, obviously, in this room is going to be our original built-in. And what's so special about this is that it has a pass-through into the kitchen. And the pass-through is my favorite part of the built-in. And I love to show that when people come over. But fun fact, this was actually covered back in the 60s or 70s, I was told, with wood paneling. So whoever bought the house after that was able to restore it and bring her back to life. So I love that, and I love a little bit of history, knowing what went on in this house and what people did to make her beautiful again. We honestly haven't done much to the kitchen. The only thing we've changed is the light fixture. It was an older light fixture that just wasn't our vibe, so we did a teardrop style chandelier lighting, and I just thought that tied in the kitchen so well. To me, it's like my dream Victorian kitchen, but we didn't want to change much to it. You know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. We are currently in our girls' room, and this project took a little longer than I thought it was going to be, but we did have help from our girls. They had a lot of influence on what this room was going to look like. So we basically just had a vision, fun, whimsy, cutesy, and I had a few options, and the girls were like, oh, I like that one, I like that one, I like that one. And we just went with it, and this is what we came up with. So we decided to just do whimsy, colorful, DIYs, as you can see. And what I love about this room is that they can grow with it. It's not something that I have to change in, you know, a year or two. It's something that they can grow. They're 5 and 6, and love it. Let's go to the next spot. We are in our daughter's Whimsy Playroom Cottage. I sent him a DM of a creator that I follow, I Spy DIY. Her stuff is incredible. And in one of her playrooms, she had a little cottage just like this, and I showed him a picture, and I was like, I think we need to have this in there for the girls. We did it on a little bit more of a budget, but it still came out so beautiful, and we did our own little spin on it too. I wanted to have a little curtain for them to make it like their own, like it's really like little cottage, and they can go in there and just make believe. And the girls like to help us out a lot with these type of projects, especially during the holidays. We like to incorporate like whatever month it is to like the theme, and like sometimes like right now it's just painted just a plain white, but like for, you know, Halloween we'll do pumpkins, Christmas we'll do lights and eggs, and you know, we'll do shamrocks for St. Patty's Day. So we like to have the girls help us out a lot with that too. This room is their complete creative flow. That's why we have our creative little art table for them, because they love to paint, they love to draw, and that's kind of like what has inspired us to do the wallpaper with flowers. It's so warm and inviting, and a lot of people always give us a lot of compliments when they come into this space. We are in the solarium, otherwise known as the green room. And what I love about this room, and it's a little special detail, was one of the previous owners built this room for his wife. She wanted a plant room, so I had Rob end up building me a little bench here so I could also have a plant room, but have, you know, my coffee, my tea, breakfast. So it's kind of like I did something for her, and now Rob did something for me, and I love that. And as you can see here, this is the original exterior brick to the house. There was an outdoor porch, they knocked that down, and then now this is what we're left, and we decided to paint it green. This is one of my favorite pieces in the house that we got. I love this because I love the cane detailing that it has, and I absolutely love it. Thank you for stopping by. This tour has been a love letter to the brick Victorian, but we're on to the next project.
Yep. Thank you. We'll see you again soon.
Bye.